Well, before the elections, the Republicans told us, oh my God, it's about the jobs, it's about the jobs. Now that they're in charge, they spent all day today trying to repeal health care. Who didn't see that coming? Well, how do we fight back and how do we deal with this nonsense? Joining me now is Jim McDermott, a Democrat from Washington State. He's going to talk to us about it. He's also a doctor. Congressman McDermott, Mitch McConnell says, hey, look, if you guys don't mind voting on health care repeal, why don't you just give us a vote in the Senate? How do you answer that?
Well, you know, you have to remember, Cenk, that Mitch McConnell said that his #1 goal is to prevent Barack Obama from getting a second term. Now, he considers the health care plan the biggest accomplishment that President Obama has gotten through the Congress. And Mitch McConnell will do anything he can to tear down that accomplishment. He doesn't care about jobs. He doesn't care about the unemployment. He only cares about defeating President Obama in 2012. So that's what he's up to, and we're just going to have to fight him, and we'll ultimately win because the American people are discovering the good things about the bill and are saying, wait a minute, we don't want it repealed. The numbers on repeal have gone down dramatically. The numbers on people who would like to improve it have gone up dramatically. So it is really turning around on Mitch, but he's kind of Johnny One Note.
You know, Congressman, this might actually help the Democrats because according to many polls, I'll just give you one here, the AP said that repealing the health care law, 62% want to keep it or strengthen it, and only 36 want to repeal it or even weaken it. So those numbers look really good for you guys. Might the Republicans be doing great damage to themselves, and how happy are you about that?
Well, you never want to stand in the way of your enemy destroying himself. But on the other hand, it's unfortunate that the Republicans can't see it and join in and get their ideas incorporated in it. If they would come to the table, they could have a real impact on it and perhaps make it a better bill than it presently is. But this position of taking the position we're going to stand outside and repeal it and do nothing is simply not going to work. They're helping us very much. They can keep doing this as long as they want because they know, all the polls say, that job creation is what the American people are thinking about. And health care is way down from that. But they continue to talk about health care. They're talking about irrelevant things as far as the American people are thinking. The American people want a job.
Congressman McDermott, I know that, of course, part of the strategy here is to say to their base, hey, look, we tried to repeal health care, but these damn Democrats wouldn't let us do it, et cetera, right? But is another part of the strategy to run out the clock here because they really don't have a plan on jobs and they don't know how to get that done, so they're just going back to refight all those battles to satisfy their base, even though they know they're not going to win?
Well, you know, last night was a bad night for them because the president laid out a plan of how we could go for jobs in terms of education and in terms of infrastructure and in terms of innovation and all these things he proposed. And it's right there on the table, and the Republicans don't want to pick it up because if they do, they'll make the president look good, and they'll also look good besides, but they don't want to do anything to make Barack Obama look like he has fixed the problems.
Well, ironically, their venom might destroy themselves, so we'll see how that turns out. Congressman McDermott, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
We'll see you again.
Yep. We'll be right back.